Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. So we've got the final round of P1 Race Community's Super GT series, so the GR3 Japanese cars. Basically, majority of them have been Supras throughout the season. We have had a few NSXs, a few GTRs as well, and I think that's about it in terms of car choice. But what have we got coming up tonight? So we've got a 5-minute qualifier which hasn't started yet, and then we jump into a 15-minute sprint race, and then we draw a number for reverse grid. So they ask me to do that, and I get the old random number generator up and pick a number. That's what I do. And then we jump into a 30-minute endurance race with that reverse grid with the drawn number. So that's pretty much it. I think they have to use a set of hard tyres at some point throughout the night, and I believe weather is on random. And we are live from Tokyo East clockwise. It's a tricky circuit. There's some difficult turns, very tight hairpins, and nothing but concrete and steel to run into here. No runoff, no sand traps, no grass, no nothing, as you'll see in a second. But let's get ourselves into some points. Leading the way into this final round, then it's Mocking Weeks with 235 points. Dylan is in second with 210 points. We've got Obi-Wan in third with 205 points. Ice Chan in fourth with 154 points. We've got P1 Pilgrim with 139 points in fifth. Sixth is Manny with 137 points. Tire Slayer seventh with 122 points. We've got Mulson 01 in 8th with 115 points. DMK Dazzler in 9th with 107 points. P1 Skippy in 10th with 99 points. Campo 71 in 11th with 98 points. Nick Vic 007 with 67 points in 12th. Captain Pugwash with 60 points for 13th. Apache in 14th with 58 points. We've got Wrecking Ball Racing in 15th with 44 points, joint 44 points actually, with Bandali in 16th, both drivers there on 44. Welly Bob 65 on 22 points, and Fudder in 18th there with 9 points. So more drivers than we've got lobby spaces, but drivers have dropped in and dropped out as and when they can, so they have picked up points throughout the series. But that is scores going into tonight. So Mocking Weeks, everything to play for. Still got a little bit of danger if he sort of comes last and Obi-Wan does really well in both races, then, well, we'll see. Merch still available, people. Got a couple of t-shirts left and plenty of stickers. Let me know if you want any of those. Hit me up, darksmoker@googlemail.com. I'll get some of those out to you if you want any of them. Right, into the lobby. Evening. How are we all doing? We've not got, there we go, a little bit of, I don't think I'll need it because it's going to be quite light tonight. So who have we got in the room? Turn some sound on for you lot. Let me know if the sound's coming through okay in the chat. It's been up and down all over the place. I seemed to get it right last night after a bit of jiggling. Didn't hear any complaints after that. I can get rid of that as well. I don't need that on there. Boop. Because we are not at Ring Calf tonight. Okay, who have we got in the lobby then? We've got an Obi-Wan, we've got a Nick Vic, we've got P1 Apache, Tire Slayer, we've got P1 Manny, Ice Chan, Mocking Weeks, Bandali. They've all just moved about a little bit. P1 Apache, Tire Slayer, Manny, Ice Chan, Mocking Weeks, Bandali, Dazzler, Mulson, Campo, Welly Bob, Oh, we're not even going to get to see them all because qualifying is just about to get underway. So you'll see it is an inner city circuit, nothing but concrete and armour code to drive into. Underground pit lane here as well. Shouldn't be needing that, I don't think, tonight. We might need it in race 2, depending how much they blast their tyres. Off we go then. Drivers already out. So 5-minute quali. Try and set some sort of time. Again, out laps at the minute, so obviously you don't want to be getting it wrong. So the trackside cameras, or the static cameras at the side of the track, don't like me doing this, look, because it goes past bridges and poles and gets a little bit too close to the edge of the circuit, and that's, it all goes a bit squirrely like that. So we'll just have to, we might just have to rely on trackside cams. All on. Still got those leaves on. It'll be autumn again soon, so you'll have more leaves on there if you don't get rid of those. Manny in the Lucasade liveried. Again, a lot of Supras in this one. It did seem to be the one car that majority of drivers had. I think it's one you pick up in the game as you work through the one of the what are they, cafe book things, whatever the hell they are. Nice Chand, standard matte green and gold or yellow. Pilgrim in one of the NSXs. Again, there's not many. Obi, what were you in? He's in the GTR, okay. Oh yeah, he has been all week. Another Supra for Dylan. Nick Vick in a GTR as well. Dazzler in a Supra. Bandali in a Supra. Another Supra for Campo. Mocking Weeks Supra. Got an NSX for Welly Bob. Needs to use that warp speed tonight. Another GTR with P1 Apache. Tyre Slayer in another NSX. And Ice Chand back down to 14th in another Supra. So they're only going to get to see, are they? One hot lap, I think. Probably 3 minutes. Well, maybe they might see a second. They might see a second in this qualifying session, depending where they are on track. I've still not done it. Damn it, I thought I turned the sound on. Maybe I double clicked it. Damn it. It is only qualifying. Doesn't really matter, does it? Just, yeah, if you're listening now, then you can probably tell me whether the cars are overpowering my voice or not, or whether you can actually hear me. Tricky hairpin, this one. It's all the way back in on itself before peeling back out again. Okay, Mulsanne is going to be, oh yeah, we are going to see a second qualifying lap then. 4-minute mark as we're coming down this long straight. Mulsanne coming up to the line then. First man to put a time in tonight. What's it going to be? 2:03.7 for him then. That's instantly pushed down though. Manny comes across the line. Obi, Dylan, Pilgrim, all quicker than him at the minute. Nick Vick as well. Are we going to see everyone across the line? We've got a couple of drivers just got themselves under that hairpin. They've got about 20 seconds to make it across the line. Going to be picking up speed down that long straight. Seconds. Yeah, I think we're all going to get to see. They're all going to get to see another lap. Yes, yeah, everybody across then. So currently leading, let's just get ourselves back through the order because I've been far too far away. It is a GT7 Dylan with a 201.3 for provisional pole at the minute. We've thrown himself into second with a 202.2. Pilgrim in third, but sat in the pits. Obi, almost, so that wasn't him. 202.7 for Obi. Delivery of this week. Bright blue. Let's have a look what he's put to that. Top secret. Monster Energy. Too far again. Yeah. So Obi in fourth currently. Apache in fifth currently as well. We'll see what happens when everyone gets around this hairpin and across the line. Tyre Slayer in sixth. Manny seventh. Nick Vick in eighth. Ninth, Van Daly in 10th, Welly Bob 11th, Wilson 12th, Campo in 13th, and Ice Chan 14th at the minute. So it's Wilson out front, but we'll stick with this. Current pole sitter. Snays current pole sitter as well. Nobody overtaken him just yet. He's found a little bit more time though. He's managed to throw himself into second position just ahead of Mocking Weeks. We'll have a look at official results. So everyone's crossed the line. Pilgrim again sitting out this qualifying session for some reason. A lap in, Mocking Weeks third, then just getting overtaken by Obi on that last qualifying lap. Manny in fourth and Pilgrim in fifth. Tyre Slayer takes sixth. Nice Chance seventh. Apache takes eighth. Song takes ninth. Did manage to find a little bit more time on that second lap. Nick Vick takes 10th. Campo 11th. Welly Bob takes 12th. Dazzler 13th and Van Daly 14th. This man on pole for the first race of final round tonight. So 15-minute sprint race coming up here at Tokyo. We go into a number drawn reverse grid for race 2's half an hour endurance. Yeah, a lot of Supras. Not been the most powerful of cars. It's the GTR has been pretty good at some of these tracks. NSX has been up there if they can handle the tyres. So there it is, Dylan on that top spot then for race 1. Obi-Wan in second, Mocking in third, Manny fourth, Pilgrim fifth, Tyre Slayer sixth, Honest Chance seventh, Apache in eighth, Wilson in 9th, Nick Vick 10th, Campo 11th, Welly Bob 12th, Dazzler in 13th and Van Daly 14th for the 15-minute sprint race. And we're already in. No messing about. Okay, let's see how they get on then. Hopefully no false starts. We've seen a few of those throughout the season. Right, let's go on now then. Nobody jumping the lines, not that I can see anyway. Start by Dylan. Which is a cracking start. Took himself right under the rear wing of Obi as they is he pushing him? Is he pushing him? They are working together to try and make their way past Dylan here. The speed they're carrying. A little bit of updrafting on this long straight here at Tokyo. We have got Apache trying to, oh sorry, that's Manny trying to come through the outside there at turn 1. It's Obi that takes the lead then with that long straight. Oh, the contact between the two Supras, third and fourth. Weeks holds second. Dylan stays in third, no damage on the car. A little bit of contact between himself and Apache just as they came out of turn 2. Tricky circuit, big speeds all bunched up like this. Got to be so careful. Apache in 4th, then Ice Champ in 5th. Again, almost pushing Apache around that turn. Nick Vick in 6th, Mulsanne 7th. In 8th. And in 9th. Oh, we got. Oh, someone. Oh, there's 2 drivers in the wall. That's Welly Bob, I think. Mulsanne's clear, Dazzler clear, Campo's clear, Tyre Slayer had a little bit of a mare. He's back up to speed now though. Damage that will repair itself, but it was Welly Bob. Look at this, came off so much so his car stalled. Came off the worst out of that one. Again, racing incident, nothing malicious about that. And that is pretty much Welly Bob's race, thrown in the bin. 15-minute sprint race with that kind of damage, 20 seconds behind anyone else as well. Only bins into a wall and catches every other driver behind him. Welly Bob's pretty much done in race 1. So coming under threat then from Mocking Weeks here. Now working together again just to try and break the gap between themselves and Dylan. Doink. Now Mocking Weeks heels over to carry the speed up towards turn 1. Side. Absolutely nothing in it between them at the minute, but Mocking Weeks has got the inside line to this first turn. Dylan's kept himself right there with these 2. Top 3 then pulled a massive great gap away from Apache. There is Apache just fending off an Ice Champ who's got a great exit out of turn 2. God damn it, these cameras. Slightly better look here. So Nick Vick and Pilgrim not too far back, so no mistakes. Those 2 will make their way past. Gap opens up a little bit then. Apache out of danger for the time being. But we have got Nick Vick, as said before, and Pilgrim closing up on these 2. That's why in 8th being pressed a little bit by Mulsanne. The cars behind him himself. He's got Campo, he's got Tyre Slayer. Oh, Campo getting it wrong through there, almost catches Tyre Slayer. What happened to Welly Bob? Almost. Tyre Slayer gets through though. Campo gets himself back up to speed. He's now got Van Daly right behind him. We'll give away past Campo. Trying to hold that inside line, but I think he was actually just trying to stay out of the way of Van Daly. A little bit of damage then. Campo just running him a little bit. Oof, Van Daly getting a bit tail happy through there. Welly Bob still trying to catch up in the Star Trek machine. Neil Scotty is not having it tonight. It does look good. You would be simulated. Resistance is futile. Oh my god. Catch this as they're almost 3 wide coming into turn 1. Dylan's managed to make his way past Mocking Weeks and Obi-Wan coming up that long straight. So yeah, top 3 pretty much bumper to bumper. Let's see how long they can stay together. 5 minutes in then, a third of the way through the first race. Apache still holding that 4th. Ice Champ not managed to find a way past him yet. These 2 have swapped positions as well. Pilgrim's got himself into 6th, Nick Vick 7th. Might end up doing it again when they get onto that long straight. Mulsanne as well has got his way into 8th past Dazzler. And he's pulling himself up behind. Dazzler actually broken away from drivers behind. Moves back through the field. Van Daly in at 12th, Campo 13th, Welly Bob still 14th, 19.5 seconds down. Oh, Obi goes very deep into the hairpin. Completely overshoots that. That has opened up a massive gap now then. Unfortunately, that opens up enough room between first and second to break the toe. They are onto the long start finish straight. I can expect if Obi can get close enough to Mock and Weeks, they'll end up shoving each other down the track again. Second behind him, getting closer. This is where we start to see the bump draft coming in. So the gap between Mock and Weeks is 1 second then. He is already closing up on Dylan in front, but not before they get to turn 1 for sure. They'll get behind him, but they won't be able to get past him. There we go, they're running up the hill towards turn 1. Not early on the brakes for Obi. Doesn't want to end up sending Mock and Weeks into the wall. Doesn't want to obviously compromise his own race as well. Do close that gap back up on race leader Dylan. Just trying to inch it past that wall. We're still getting a little bit of a slipstream off each other down here. To close up a tiny bit. Tricky set of corners that. Oh, there you go. Obi just over calculating a little bit. Wall a tiny bit, still in slipstream range. Just backs off the throttle at the right minute there. He's out of the curves. Absolutely pressing. They're trying to stick with Dylan here. Yeah, good to go. And then we'll have a look at the gaps. These two can make their way closer to Dylan. Halfway through race 1 then. Going deep this time, says Obi. Just a little bit tail happy on the exit. Alright, again, that's going to open up the gap between him and Mock and Weeks. Drops him outside of that toe range. And it's now all down to Mock and Weeks. Getting himself into the slipstream. He is tucked under the rear wing. It's coming down 0.6. Whether it's enough to get up to Dylan before turn 1. 0.5 and falling. Maybe still over a second behind these two. Closer Mocking is going to go for a Hail Mary at the inside. No, Dylan switches over to the racing line. As he pushes it up though. No. Might lead then. Obi has managed to close that gap back up as well, so he's back in with a shout here. Nice Chandler's finally made his way past Apache. He's into 4th then, Apache in 5th. Pilgrim pulled the gap from Nick Vick. He's in 6th, trying to close up on Apache. Nick Vick falls behind Manny as well, so maybe a little mistake by Nick Vick to cost him a bit of time there, cost him a position. 2 positions. It's come past tricky part of the circuit to go for an overtake. Oh, far too hot into there for Nick Vick. Picked up a little bit of damage. Tyre Slayer's going to come straight back past him through here. Might see Manny and Wilson have a go as well if that damage doesn't repair itself quickly. Wilson carrying loads of speed through there. I thought he was into the barriers. Nick Vick down towards the hairpin then. Damage repaired on Nick Vick, so we can get himself back up to a full pace. But now I've got a fight on our hands. Tyre Slayer in 7th, Nick Vick 8th, Manny in 9th, Wilson in 10th. Here we've got Dazzler and Van Daly back onto the rear end of this pile of drivers. Campo's a little far off, 7.3. Welly Bob still trying to close up, 13.5 seconds back. That midfield fight could get a little bit tasty here with all these drivers so close together. Let's see. So back to the front. Dylan has managed to escape any kind of attack now on this long start finish straight. Maybe a mistake by Mocking and possibly Obi coming into that hairpin at the other end of the circuit. tail happiness maybe might have caught them out, but Dylan has managed to maintain over a second lead as they exit that long start finish straight. Trying to bring that time back down. Obi trying to do the same thing. He just falls out of that tow range as well. 1.1 seconds back. Dry here, people. Hydrate. Warm out there. It's Chand a little bit further away from Apache. No illusions though, he's not going to make up any more time on the boys in front, not without a mistake from one of those three at least. So he just too into the hairpin. So Pilgrim 6th, Tyre Slayer in 7th. Son has managed to make his way through to 8th, Manny 9th. Van Daly into 10th, Mick Vick falls to 11th, Dasla in 12th, as Van Daly goes a bit deep through the hairpin there as well. Oh, Mick Vick! GTR decides to get a little bit tail happy on the exit of the hairpin. Lost the position again to Dazzler. Turns himself right under the rear wing though, pick up that slipstream, maybe go for the move back. A little bit of that bump draft and bring them closer to Van Daly in front. Slowly closing up or carrying some speed through. Fed up with bump drafting now, he wants to go for the move back on Dazzler. So side then up the hill towards turn 1. Through there, looking for a way past him, but he just can't make it work. So we're going to see one more lap after this, I think. Still Dylan leading by 3/4 of a second from Mockin. Himself in touch, Obi-Wan still in the background but falling away a little bit. No toe for him, he's now 2 seconds behind those top two. What's going on? Why isn't the chat working? Boom, there we go. Some tight line there for Mockin. Gets a great exit out of that hairpin, just opens up the gap a little bit. Is it enough to break that toe? I don't think it is. Whether it's enough for Mockin to make his way to Dylan and past him before the end of this next lap, yet to be seen. Gap at 0.8. One falling a little bit further behind. Again, no toe for him. He's bringing that time down again. Coming into turn 1 too quickly though. There you go. Dylan leads into this final lap then. The gap down to half a second between him and Mockin Weeks. Obi in third, 2.5 seconds down. Chand in 4th. It's 7.6 seconds behind the trio in front, but he has now got a mirror full of Pilgrim, who's managed to make that NSX work here at Tokyo. He's now just over half a second behind Ice Chand. She in 6th. Falls away a little bit from Pilgrim, almost out of that tow range, and so Mulsanne and Manny side by side coming through there. Manny just squeezing his way through. Didn't say anything about tyres there, I don't know why. Panned to him, and it was showed me Manny and Mulsanne. Yeah, tyre slayer coming with a bit of threat here from Manny and Mulsanne in this final lap. let's get ourselves up to this top two. Bumper coming through there. Oh, a little bit tail happy there for Dylan. He's clipped into the wall as well, not picked up any damage, but it has slowed him down a little bit. Well, it was enough for Mocking Weeks to use the slipstream before the finish line. It's coming down. It's coming down. I don't think it's going to be enough. Heading down towards the line now then. It is going to be Dylan that takes the win. Mocking Weeks tried really hard, but unfortunately not to be. He has to take a second. Obi-Wan comes home in third. Ice Chand. What are you pointing at, camera? Ice Chand holds on to that fourth. Then Pilgrim takes fifth. Apache takes sixth. Ossan comes home in seventh position. Vic, by the skin of his teeth, takes eighth. That's like ninth. Matt Daly right there as well in 10th. Tyler Slayer right behind him in 11th. Manny right behind him in 12th. Campo a little way down in 12 seconds behind by the time he crosses the line. Welly Bob had closed that gap up as well, down to 6 seconds behind Campo. Random number generator. That's what I've got to find. There it is. Victory for Dylan in race 1. Still all to play for in race 2. So Mocking Weeks opening that gap up between himself and second place a little bit. Okay, what do I need? Between 8 and 14, right? Let me just make sure. If Pugbosh was in the room, doesn't matter what number I picked, it would be wrong for some reason. Is it between 8 and 14? That's what I need to know. Yeah, says Mocking. Right. Okay. So on camera, random number generator. I've got 2 numbers on there. If you can see them, 8 and 14. And I'm going to random number generate. Pow. That shows 11 not above it. There you go. Pugwash will be in the chat in a minute. That's wrong. It's the wrong number, Smoker. Boom. So, drivers between 8 and 11 get swishled around. Everybody else stays the same. The soft and mediums they've got to use in it's soft and mediums they've got to use in race 2, not the hards. You'll probably be able to do a full 30-minute on the hards here, maybe. But yes, so what time did I see that was going to start? 38. Okay, 4 minutes of waffle. So yeah, final round of this one tonight. But we do start new leagues next week. So we've got the new Thursday league running on the 5th. And then we've got GTTCC on Friday night on the 6th. We have still got the Ring Calf running on Saturday nights at 8 PM. Then there's a week in between tonight and the next league on Sunday. So nothing next Sunday, but the following week a new league begins. Oh, final round, and we're still having discussions about which tyres to use and what the rules are. Whether you've got to do a minimum of laps or just one, and want to launch it. Yes, final round. Actually looking forward to the GTTCC. It's been a while. It's a big event, very, very popular. You'll see lots of stuff on the internet. If you're part of any of these groups, you'll see MRC stuff popping up. You'll see all the liveries. You'll see people's write-ups. There'll probably be POVs, and I forget how many lobbies we've got. 5 lobbies, maybe 6 lobbies. Hopefully with enough people to fill them that we don't have to do anything janky. But GTTCC is usually a really popular event. A lot of drivers are looking forward to it, want to race it. It's GR4 class cars, so it's pretty much the British Touring Car Champions, GR4 class cars. 2 different races, so it's half-an-hour races, 2 half-an-hour races after a 15-minute quali. And we also, what's the rules for that? Is it 2 different drive trains again this year? So you can't have 2 rear-wheel drives. You can't have, you know, both fronts. You've got to have like a mid-rear or a front-rear or something. You can't just pick 2 4-wheel drives and smash it. You know, you've got to change your options. And then I'm not sure if there's a choice of, or whether it's a case of whichever car you start the season on, race 1 is the car you have to race 1 every week. And the same for race 2. I'll have to pull those instructions out. Probably on Friday though, not next week, not now. So that's Friday night, but again we've got the new P1 League starting on Thursday at 9. What is that one? What is Super GT? So it'll be the Porsches, it'll be the Porsche Caymans, which I'm just looking at now. There's going to be some snazzy liveries in here, boys. Some snazzy liveries. That's what we've always got to play with, some of those. There's some of the choices which are available. I think a lot of the choices have already been made, to be honest. Okay, we should be pretty much underway then for race 2. So they do have to use a medium, they do have to use a soft tyre. Just been clarified that they do only have to use the medium tyre or whichever tyre they opt for a minimum of 1 lap. That's as much as they've got to do on it. So here we go then, the final race from the final round here at Tokyo. The GR500s or the Super GTs coming to a close after this one. Nope, not that. Okay, Tyre Slayer going to lead us away then. Let's see if anyone gets false starts here. The lights go on then for this final race of the evening, final race of the series. It's a good start by everybody. It's not a great start by Tyre Slayer actually. That NSX getting swamped by the Supras here. Daly's found a way past. Dazzler has found a way past. Nick Vick in the GTR has just about got his way past, using the speed of that 4-wheel drive. It's not 4-wheel drivers. Are they 4-wheel drive in the GR3s? So let me know. Son also looking for a way through here, but it looks like it's going to be Nick Vick. Falls onto the lead coming through turn 1 into turn 2. Was a little bit of contact between Van Daly and Dazzler, but Dazzler holds on to that second. Mulsanne and Van Daly now side by side. Exit off. Oh no, they're not. Mulsanne's through. Van Daly drops to 4th then. Tyre Slayer in 5th. That terrible start. Chan now looking for a way past him. Oh, Obi-Wan looking for a way past as well, carrying loads of speed through there. Still piled up there, looking for a way past anybody. Dylan tucked behind Obi. Actually, you see Manny mocking. There's far too many cars, far too many names. Don't even know where they are. Stop it. How there's not chaos through that turn, I've no idea. What on earth? How did you all make it through there alive? That is gobsmacking. You know what? Let's just gone forward with like Campo, where he's not in the thick of it. Just relax that down a little bit. Still all kicking off though. That's like back into the lead. Vic and Wilson tucked right behind him. A good toe. Tyre Slayer's made up another position. He's back over to 4th. That's Chan 5th. Van Daly 6th. Manny in 7th. Right behind him though. Mockin's got his way past Dylan. Dylan's pushing Mockin down the road. Three-way bump draft there. Dylan, Mockin and Obi all shoving each other down the track. Trying to make the way past Manny. How has one of you not been ejected off the track while you were playing GTA 5? It's stunt jump. Going through those turns, almost 3 wide of points. Absolute mentality going on here. Well, Son then has found himself to the front. Using the slipstream down that long start finish straight. Still holding second. Oh, yeah, still holding second. Back under pressure from Dazzler. Now we've got Tyre Slayer and Ice Chan both closing up. Van Daly coming through their hard as well. Dylan. Might just seen headlights backwards. I might well have just seen headlights backwards. No. Amazing. 5 cars battling down here. It'll be absolute chaos coming down this start finish straight again. Nick Vic finds himself back into the lead of this race. There's cars veering all over the place looking for ways through. Oh, Nick Vic far too hot into the hairpin. Son's had to back out off. Drive out of that corner though to get back in front of Tyre Slayer and Wilson. Great job there, Nick Vic. Unfortunately, now I'm going to have these boys all right behind you. Forward with Nick Vic then looking back at Tyre Slayer trying to close up. Wilson behind him. Kate Dazzler looking for a way past Wilson as well. Looking at the speed, they're catching up to Nick Vic here. In that slipstream, Tyre Slayer finds the way past, Wilson goes past, Dazzler goes past, Nick Vic gets swamped here. Anybody else? Oh! Nice Chan trying to go the opposite way round. That's why I couldn't see him out the side window. You do have to use 2 different compounds of tyre here, the soft and the medium. Everybody's on the soft for round 1. I could be wrong though. It's now Tyre Slayer who's found himself at the front of this race. And by Wilson on board with 3rd place. Nick Vic almost outbreaks himself into the back of Wilson. That's going to compromise his speed coming through there. Dazzler's having a look at him now. Come on, camera. A little bit of contact into the wall. Oh, Dazzler. Lost the position to Ice Chan. That could have been dreadful for him through there. He's running slow, he's got drivers peeling up the inside. Dylan looking for a way past, has actually got his way past. Manny also looking for a way past him on the run down towards the hairpin. It's full of action, this first one. Sorry, this last one, the last race of the season. Tyre pulls out a bit of a gap in the NSX on that soft tyre. Not enough to break the toe though. Mulsanne taking that time back down. Still got Nick Vick for company as well in third. A little bit of a gap developed back to Ice Chand in fourth, 1.5 seconds back to him, but Dylan is bringing that time down with him. On board with fifth place Dylan, giving Ice Chand the nudge down the street. We're probably going to see Dylan switch over to the inside, the right hand side of the circuit, go for the move on Ice Chand into turn one any second. Boom, there you go. The outbreak into turn one, nothing Ice Chand can do through there. Into fourth for Dylan then. Is he looking for both wins tonight? He's put himself in a good place so far, 7 minutes in. He's gone from the back of the pack to the front. His drivers in slipstream range as well now. Collected behind the wheel, Dylan. Chan trying to stick with him. That gap opening up already though. Manny behind him, little way past. Obi in the GTR. He was behind Mocking Weeks a second ago. As they tried to make their way past Van Daly. A little bit of chaos with DMK Dazzler. Daly into the wall there hard. She's managed to swing himself round, get past him without any kind of incident. Content damage then on board for Van Daly. Wellybomb still in the fight here. Oh, Wellybomb's on in mediums. Okay, Campo on the soft. So, Wellybomb actually doing a fantastic job. Only 9 seconds behind race leader. Obviously he's been tangled up in traffic for most of that, but he's on that medium tyre, which is slower. He is just keeping himself within that toe range of Van Daly in front. Obviously, everybody else is on the softs, those are going to wear out a lot quicker than the mediums. So we might be able to make those work. This tyre slayer. Whatever he's done to that NSX tonight, it just seems to, maybe it's the fact that it's racing in Tokyo, it's just, oh, I'm home. I'm home, it's saying. Not that the Supra and the GTR aren't also home in Tokyo. The NSX just seems to have come alive here. 1.8 seconds gap, maybe not so much now. Dylan's behind him. Ice Chand has also found his way into third position. Nick Vick now fourth. Manny right behind him in fifth, Mulsanne in sixth, Pilgrim in seventh, right behind him in eighth. He's managed to get past Obi-Wan again here. Obi-Wan in ninth, Dazzler in 10th, Apache in 11th, Van Daly in 12th, Wellybomb looking for a way past him in 13th, Campo's only 1.9 second behind in 14th. 10 minutes in, everybody pretty much on the same bit of circuit still. It's perfect there for Tyre Slayer, but even more millimetre perfect for Dylan. He is bringing that time down and at 1.5 seconds between him and Tyre Slayer in front. So a little bit tail happy coming out of the hairpin. So 10th of a second on the way out of that, and the fight to close down Tyre Slayer. But I say that, he usually 10th through the hairpin, but gains 2/10 on the way out of the hairpin. Stay like that, I think. He won't close up anymore. Ice Chand is helping him out a little bit behind. Over revving, gap coming down, it's down to 1.1 seconds. Ice Chand now going for the move back on Dylan, like we saw Dylan do on Ice Chand before, but backed out of it. Have closed that gap up on Tyre Slayer, down to a second. Only just over the third waypoint. 7. Dylan really making this super work now then. Oh, I didn't realise her. Oh, okay, alright. So Dylan's champion then, alright. He's on the medium tyre and smashed it back to the front, alright. We can't say any more than that, can we? Everybody else on the softs. And it's been, oh no they're not. No they're not. I've just not been looking. Nice channel on the mediums. But still making those things really work. Softs on for Manny, softs on for Nick Vick, softs on for Morson, softs on for, sorry, Nick Vick, we just looked at Pilgrim on the mediums as well. Mocking on the mediums, there you go, shows how much I wasn't paying attention, I thought everybody else was on the softs. Obi-Wan on the mediums, Patchy on the mediums on for Bandali, mediums on, there you go, it just wasn't, I was just lying the whole way through that one. Campo softs. Oh, Dazzler's made a mistake. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. Shh. Don't lie, Smoker. He's not made a mistake. He's been in the pits. He's dropped a first set of tyres off and he's got a set of mediums on now. Been in the pits. Spanking this NSX. Keeping it just ahead of Dylan. Gap is coming down though. Half a second between them. A few drivers dropping themselves in the pits this lap. Might be able to get the move done here. The second behind Tyre Slayer running up towards turn 1. Still plenty of track left as well here. He goes out to that right hand side looking for the inside into turn 1. Gets it, swings his way through. Tyre Slayer right on in there. Nice challenge trying to bring himself back onto the... Oh, he has. Top 3. Way to go, nothing between it, 0.6 of a second between the top 3, Manny in 4th, safe at the minute, he's got 1.9 seconds behind to Morson, Nick Vick another 0.6 of a second behind him, in 7th, Patchy in 8th, and Bailey in 9th, Campo 10th. Been in the pits, fresh set of softs on for him. Lachlan Wheat's been in the pits, fresh set of softs on for him as well. As has been in a lap previously, he's got medium tyres on now. Williebot also drops in the pits and comes out on a fresh set of softs. Now then, pulling out a gap up front, even on the medium tyre. How to operate these things. Oh no, Tyre Slayer goes a little bit deep there. Tyre's almost letting go. His chance still on those semi-worn mediums in a lot better condition than the Tyre Slayers. Right behind him here as well. He's going to get a good launch past him. He didn't just bump draft for the first few hundred metres. I don't want to take them too quick because Tyre Slayer might have the opportunity to get back past him using that slipstream. Just nudge Tyre Slayer up towards Dylan. A little bit early here for Ice Chan. NSX got a mile an hour or 2 more on you. One more bump draft I think he should have done there. No, he's gone for it. He's absolutely gone for it. Too deep. Yes, it is too deep. Tyre Slayer just looks for the open door, gets back up, it's back up the inside here again, side by side with these two, chasing down Dylan. Only helping Dylan escape. So, Tyre Slayer sticking with Ice Chan now on those pretty worn soft tyres. Up to pit. Halfway through then, a few drivers have come in. Half the field I would say. Half of them opted to stay out. Mediums looking good, back Daly's mediums looking good. Half worn Campo's softs. Past Pilgrim then into 8th. Drivers on that soft tyre. There is an Obi-Wan also on a soft tyre. Sam comes out with a set of mediums. That's like mediums. Bob on that soft. Was it Nick Vick? Nick Vick coming out of the mediums as well there. Dylan in the pits this lap. What are we going to see? Ice Champ in. Tyre Slayer stays out on those soft tyres, regains the lead. And he also stays out on the softs. Interesting choice. Mediums don't seem to be any slower than the softs here, really. Daly stays out on his mediums as well. Campo still on his softs. Dylan released from the pits now then with a fresh set of softs on. That's Chant pushing him down the circuit, also with a fresh set of softs on. That's Chant not going for the move at the inside. Flames firing out the back of the Supras on the downshifts. Still not everybody been in yet then. People have done pretty much half a lap on a set of softs and half a lap on half a race on softs and half a race on mediums. As can be said for the other drivers. Drivers still quite happy on the tyres they're on, Dylan being one of those. Oh, sorry, not Dylan, he's just come in, hasn't he? Tyre Slayer being one of those. Happy on the tyres he's on. For a lap or two more, he's starting to show a fair amount of red. He might want to opt to come in and take some fuel on as well. Similar situation, tyres pretty worn out. Let's see what Tyre Slayer does. Peel over to that left hand side. In comes Manny, opted to stay out though this lap. Plenty of life left on those mediums. A lap or two more out of that fuel. Stays out himself then. Dylan has just been in, so this is his out lap. We'll start closing in on those drivers in front with the semi-worn tyres. Fresh set of softs on board for Dylan. Oh, look at that, Tyre Slayer just being released out of the pits. Dylan comes through. Medium tyres on board then for Tyre Slayer. He's kicking off behind. We've got Mocky Weeks pushing Camp over the road. Mocky Weeks going for a maneuver, swinging two Supras either side of Tyre Slayer there. He's getting himself past Campo, just the wall a little bit through there, just to get control of it again before Tyre Slayer overtakes him. Also through to fourth place, and it's left pretty much. Campo still not stopped on his softs. So fresh set of mediums, fresh set of softs on board for OB, mediums on board for Nick Vick. Just chapped out the pits, fresh mediums on. Actually on a set of softs there. Son on his fresh mediums. Who is it who's not stopped? Just Campo, I think. He stopped this lap. Okay, he's still out on his tyres. And he's coming in this lap though, he's out of fuel. He's going to have to come in. 13 seconds the gap between him and Van Daly. And also peeling over to the left, looks like he's coming in pits this lap as well. He is. And that should release GT7 Dylan back into the lead. He's also found himself in a good position here, second. It's Campo right behind him, still not stopped yet. Campo. George just seen the driver pits. Oh no, it wasn't you. Still not stopping them. Obi-Wan in 5th, Manny 6th. Pushed their mediums on him. It was him who came in the pits. Chan in 7th, Nick Vick right behind him for 8th. Apache in at 9th as well. Good battle brewing here. Son, a little bit of a lonely one at the minute. 2.5 seconds he put it to Apache. 5.9 back to Willy Bob. Willy Bob's got Dazzler for company. Together a little bit on the straights where they can. Daly after coming out of the pits then, 1.8 seconds back. Fresh set of soft tyres on board to play with though. Dylan now with a 2.6 second lead over Mockin. Stopped a little bit earlier than Dylan as well, so his tyres are showing a fair amount of wear more. Obviously holding that third. Obi-Wan through to 4th then. Trying to come back, thinking about it on the inside into the hairpin. More of that camera angle, like that one. Only in 6th then. Right, what are you doing, Campo? You've got to come in the pits this lap. Still got plenty of fuel on. Not plenty, but he's got enough. Not to finish the race, but he'll do a lap or two. He's not coming in again. He's opted to stay out. Not to stop. I'm not listening to stop from you. Manny closing up though. Vic and Ice Chan side by side coming at the start finish straight. Chan in the best position at the minute, he's got the inside line, but Apache will have a toe off whichever driver it feels like, so he'll close the gap on both of them. Chan holding 7th just. Oh, Nick Vic is sideways out of there. That 8th though, Apache in at 9th, himself right into the fight with those two. Son as well, trying to bring that time down. It's not working at the minute, 1.6 seconds back in 10th. Willy Bob having a better race than race 1. He was pinned into the wall quite early on in race 1. 6.6 seconds behind Will Son, sitting in 11th. Star Trek livery, NSX. 12, Matt Davey 30. Oh, a little bit of a kick into the wall there for Dazzler. No damage though, luckily. Why have we lost the driver? Who have we lost? Down to 13. The Pilgrim? What's the Pills? We have, haven't we? And then continues to stretch that lead up front. 3.6 seconds over Mocking. Tyres looking a lot better on Dylan's car than they are on Mockin's. Still plenty of life left in Mockin's tyres. It's just slowing him down enough that Dylan can maintain, grow that lead. Tyre slate in 3rd. Obi-Wan is slowly but surely closing that gap down though. 1 second. With Obi-Wan in his Nissan GTR. 0.9. 8. You're in about 0.8 for some reason. Very late break in there for Obi. Didn't make up much time, in fact he lost a 10th. He lost a 10th to tyre slay through there. Bring that time back down though through the corners here. Down to 0.6 again. Clips of the wall. That's going to open that time straight back up. There it is. 5 seconds now the gap. Sam closes up on Nick Vick. Nice chance managed to pull away from these two. 4.8 seconds up the road. Oh, Nick Vick into the wall. Gets away without any damage. Sam almost followed him in there. Oh, Dazzler and Bandaley. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't Bandaley. Who was that? Welly Bob? It was. Could have been disastrous for the pair of them. A little bit of contact coming through one of those S's. Oh, Dazzler digs the wall on the exit of that turn. That's some damage as well. Slowing down a little bit, especially on this long start-finish straight, and that chase down for Welly Bob. Falling out of that slipstream range as well. Yeah, Welly Bob just able to stick the hammer down. Feeling a lot more secure underfoot than Dazzler's dented Supra at the moment. Another 1.7 seconds behind him. Campo finally been in the pits, fresh set of mediums on for him. 3.2 seconds down from Bandaley. Apache in 13th. He must have had an incident somewhere. And yes, we have lost a Pilgrim. Dylan, not even looking at you. 4.2 seconds up the road now. 4.3. 4.4. 4.5. His tyres, just a little bit too much wear on them now. One more lap to go. Just everybody needs to nurse their tyre. Well, apart from tyre slayer, his mediums are looking fantastic. OB1 not been able to get those softs to hook up and close that gap down enough on tyre slayer. He brought himself within a second. Again, I think that tyre wear just enough to stave off any kind of attack for tyre slayer. OB1 having to settle for that 4th at the minute then. In 5th, his medium's still looking good as well. That's Chan tyres, not too bad. Can make it work though, close up on Manny in front. Only got one lap coming up though. Son is past Nick Vick into 7th, Nick Vick in 8th. Welly Bob in 9th. Off away from Dazzler now in 10th. Bandaley actually brought himself back towards Dazzler. Campo with those fresh tyres on, another 5 seconds behind Bandaley in 12th. And Apache stomping this thing in 13th. 9.2 seconds down again. I think Apache's been in the wall somewhere at some point. 30 seconds left on the race time, and that will make this last lap. Everyone should get across the line in that time. 20 seconds left remaining now. Maybe not an Apache, we'll see. And then 4.5 seconds up the road, there comes Mockin around turn 2. Headlights on Tyre Slayer around turn 2 as well, being chased pretty closely by Obi-Wan. Still 1.2 seconds behind him. It's going to be a tall order to bring that time down for the checkered flag. Everybody running out of fuel as well. Manny in 5th then. Nice Chan 6th. Vic and Mulsanne bumper to bumper. Mulsanne getting his way past Nick. Bob in 9th. That's about 10th still. Daly within a shot here in 11th. Too far off the back of those two. Campo 12th, Apache still 13th, bringing that time down, but it's going to have to settle for that position, I think. So Dylan round the hairpin for the final time. Lights the rears up, coming on the way out. Doesn't have to worry about that anymore though. He's just got to stick the hammer down, keep it pointed in a straight line down here. And it is 2 wins out of 2 tonight for Dylan. Taking the win in race 1. Also taking the win in race 2. There it is, Dylan taking that win then. The endurance second race of the evening. Mocky wins. tried hard, but only could manage second position. Tyre Slayer did a great race, comes home in third. Obi-Wan right behind him in the end, 0.4 of a second in fourth. Manny taking fifth backwards. Nice Champ taking sixth. Son coming home in seventh. Vic taking eighth. Welly Bob taking ninth. Be a lot happier with that race than he was in race one. Dazzler taking 10th. Van Daly taking 11th. And Campo is going to take 12th. And Apache got into some kind of altercation, I think, with Nick Vic. Here's Campo across the line. We just wait for. Oh, Apache's peeled into the pits. Okay, we don't see him across the line then. Not officially. There he goes. There is Dylan. 2 for 2 tonight. He's too quick, that boy. He's too quick. That's what I should do. I should make a Dark Smokers sort of fastest drivers ever lobby. Pick a Dylan. And if you watched the last night's stream, someone like Joe Benson or someone who's ridiculously quick at Nords, you know, pick all those drivers from the different groups and the different leagues and just bomb, right, you and you, such and such track, such and such car, go. And have a full-on shootout of the fastest drivers. Right, that's enough. I'm not looking at you, Dylan. That's enough. Far too quick. Far too quick. He's already left the room anyway. But that's it from the GT500s. They are done and dusted. We are back on Thursday night for the new Porsche Cayman League on that's going to be 9 o'clock. And then Friday night we've got GTTCC round 1 starting, so that's also 9 o'clock. Ring Cafe on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. That's Nordschleife GR3s, Bop on 5-minute races, 5-lap races with strategy involved as well. Nothing this Sunday, but then the following Sunday we've got the next what is it? It's a Honda Civics. Is it Honda Civics on Sunday nights in 2 weeks? That's also 9 o'clock. So that's what we've got coming up. Thursday night, 9 o'clock for the Porsche Caymans, 9 o'clock on Friday for the GTTCC, which is GR4s. Nords on Saturday night at 8 o'clock, that's GR3s, and then 2 weeks' time we get the new Honda Civics. I'm sure you lot changed it up. Let's see, have we changed the name of the group yet? No, we haven't. Okay. But yeah, 2 weeks' time, new Sunday League, 9 o'clock, that's what we've got coming up. Do it again. Thursday at 9, Friday at 9, Saturday at 8, and 2 weeks' time, Sunday at 9. That's what we've got coming up. Lots of racing coming up for you lot. But yeah, that is it for tonight. That is it for the GT500 series. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to get involved with some racing, then get yourself onto Facebook. Find P1 Race Community or any other sim racing groups that I cover. If you fancy any of that. And maybe I'll see you on track myself. But yeah, other than that, I hope you like what you watched. If you have, like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.